Well, there's the car. And there's the driver, Denny Zimmerman. Hi, Denny. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Thank
Welcome
you.
back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. First time here since 1975.
That's correct. Lots of changes.
Do you remember the first time you drove into the Speedway?
Yes.
What were your feelings?
Excitement.
Excitement?
Yes.
And how did you get here? Now, let's talk about before we talk about the 500, let's talk about your car here. How did this come about? How long did it take you to build and that kind of thing?
Oh, golly. Probably it took 2 or 3 months to build it during the winter time, getting ready for the race, which I think was in June at that time. And the car sat after we went to Akron. I won a local race, and that allowed me to go to Akron. I was eliminated in the first heat in Akron by Larry over there. But the car then sat in my father's cellar for about 20 years. And I decided that maybe the Soapbox Derby would like to have it because it was intact and just like it was the day it came back from Akron. So I called the Soapbox Derby and they said yes, they'd love to have it. So Jeff Iula came over and got it and he brought it to Akron and it's been there since, I'm not sure, it's been there ever since. Up until about a year ago, they decided that I was the only one that had raced at Indy and also at Akron. And we decided that maybe the Indianapolis Motor Speedway would like to have it. And of course, Donald Davidson said, yes, we would like to have it. And that's how it got here. It now belongs to, as I understand it, belongs to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and the Soapbox Derby can have it whenever they need it for promotions. And that's it.
Do you remember being 14 years old and being in that race and being in this little thing? I mean, God, the anxieties that must have been at the first time you ever drove in a race.
That was probably the biggest event in my life up until that time. No doubt about that.
And then coming here, and Larry Chastain is right over there. We'll get a little shot of him over there. He's the kid that beat you.
Yes,
he was from Indianapolis, and he beat you at Akron.
Yes, he did.
Did you talk to him afterwards?
No, we never met until this
Never
day.
met until right here at the Speedway today.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing. And now Eldon Rasmussen's over there.
I've known Eldon for a long time, but I haven't seen him since '75.
Really?
Yeah.
So why it just decided that part of your life was over in 1975 and went on?
Yeah, I lost my sponsor, and I couldn't get a good ride, and I had learned to fly at that time. So I decided that flying was probably the direction I should go, which was probably a good choice because I've had a good career flying.
That's a good deal.
I flew for the airlines until I was 60 and had to retire from there. An interesting note, though, I flew for Evergreen International Airlines and also Polar Air Cargo. And at one point, one of our trips, I carried all of the Indian race cars from Honolulu to Brisbane, Australia.
Wow.
For their race down there. And then a year later, I carried all of the race cars from Rio back to Columbus, Ohio.
Oh my goodness.
Had all of the race cars on my airplane. And there was another 747 that had all the tires and the tools and a couple of the pace cars.
Did you walk back where the drivers were at one point and go, anybody here Rookie of the Year at the Speedway? Oh, me.
Well, no, the drivers weren't.
The drivers weren't on the flight?
Only the cars.
Just the cars.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, are you going to get a tour of the Speedway? You're going to go around and see the grounds here a little bit?
A lot has changed since I've been here.
Yeah, they have.
This building, this museum was not here.
Right.
It was out front before.
Yeah, right. Well, Denny, thanks for sharing with us, and this will be here for everybody to see for years. Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome.
Denny Zimmerman, there you go.